guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. I have been planning this for a few weeks. I've been so excited. I have been going to the drugstore and trying to find the best of the things that compare to some high-end products. So today I have a drugstore full face of dupes. One side is drugstore, one side is high-end. Can you tell? Go ahead and guess. Guess. Can you tell? Because I can't tell. But I know. But I can't tell. And I'm not telling you just yet. So if you want to see how I got this look and which products from the drugstore are just amazing, then keep on watching and let's go play with some makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and use all of my drugstore products on this side of the face. And I'm going to go ahead and use my higher and more expensive products on this side of my face. And we're going to see how this works out. So I'm going to start off by priming my face. And for primers, I'm going to use the Infallible L'Oreal. And for high-end, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So taking the L'Oreal on the right side of my face. I can already see the way that that's blurring my skin. Now let's go ahead and put that Smashbox Photo Finish on the left side. And these are both supposed to mattify and blur the skin. Okay, so now that we've got our primer on, let's go ahead and move into foundations. And the foundations that I have found to sit on my face and wear very similar Amazonian Clay foundation by Tarte. And I feel like a pretty good dupe for that is the Dream Velvet from Maybelline. They both have a very similar texture. And they both leave like a matte, natural looking type of skin. So I'm also going to apply these using the Beauty Blender for the high-end side and a Real Techniques sponge. I feel like they actually work exactly the same. I finally tried these because I felt like they weren't going to work the same, and this time I've been missing out. I'm going to start by taking the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation and applying this to the left side of my face using a Beauty Blender. Such a nice natural looking foundation. Alright, now taking the Maybelline Dream Velvet and the Real Techniques. And you really don't need a lot of product. I always end up putting way too much. Gonna build it up just a little bit to make sure my skin looks really nice. So go ahead and come in a little close here just so you can see. Feels the same. Looks very similar on coverage. Now we're moving into some concealers. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is one of my all-time favorite concealers. And we're gonna go ahead and compare how that works to the Maybelline Fit Me. I feel like they are very similar. I don't know if they're like exact dupes, but they're pretty darn close. So taking the NARS on this side. And then now with the Maybelline Fit Me, blend that out with that Beauty Blender. I have to say, I feel like the coverage is very similar. But so far, I think, again, close enough. Alright, next thing we got up is some setting powders. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. And then we're gonna go ahead and use the Milani Make It Last setting powder. Both translucent powders. Starting with that Kat Von D. Press that underneath the eyes. Get those smile lines. That chin. Alright, and now taking the Milani Make It Last. Let's get some brows on because my face looks a little crazy without my brows. So the brow pencils that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, which is one of my all-time favorite brow pencils, to the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And using my Benefit on the left side here. Guys, it's so freaking hot. What do you think? I think they both look very nice. I'm going to go ahead and set the Benefit with the Benefit Brow Set. And I'm going to set the drugstore side with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist boost, and set. I will use the same concealers to clean up the brows so the Maybelline fit me. And then I'm also going to go ahead and take the rest of that concealer and prep my eye. Use that concealer also as a shadow base. I'm going to put a little bit more and blend it out with the Beauty Blender. I mean the Real Techniques, not the Beauty Blender. Taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer here. And pretty much what I'm going to do in between using the same brush on my products is I have a quick clean dry brush spray that I just got. I'm obsessed with this. You can quickly spray, wipe the brush off on a towel, and you have a nice clean brush to quickly move on to other colors and products. And doing the same thing, let's prep the eye. I feel like both eyebrows look really good. And zoom in real quick so you can see these brows. What do you think? The color might be very slightly darker here, but overall I think it's a very similar product. I'm just saying, very similar, close enough. Okay, let's get into some contouring. I'm going to start by cream contouring, and the two products that I am comparing here are the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks and the Wet n Wild contour stick. Now the Wet n Wild color is slightly more orange, slightly, but by the time we finish the whole face, I bet you won't be able to tell. So let's go ahead and start with the Fenty on the left side, and then we will put the Wet n Wild. So you can see this light, this is a little bit more ashy and this is a little bit more warm, but it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use a flat contoury brush to work that in. And once again, I'm gonna go ahead and take my spray and just wipe it on the paper towel. On top of it, it smells really good. There you go, nice clean brush. Let's do the other side. Now working in that Fenty. This is a workout sometimes. Woo! So you can see this is a little bit more cool toned, and this is a little bit warmer. I'm gonna take my blender there just to really make sure that's blended in a little bit better. And then we're gonna go ahead and clean that up. So taking my Kat Von D and the blender again, gonna reverse contour. And then again with the Milani over here. Oh, I didn't. Somebody tell me I forgot to do the nose. While that's kind of sitting there, go ahead and bronze up the face. And this next product I'm super excited about, because I feel like it is a dupe for 3 of my favorite high-end products. Now this is the Rimmel London Kate contour palette in the color Golden Bronze. So obsessed. The contour I'm going to use as a dupe for the Bahama Mama from The Balm, which is also a very nice matte bronzer. Clean it, wipe off that bronzer. I'm taking the bronzer in there. I'll take a nice big fluffy brush and just blend all that out. Blend off any extra powder that I had, and then make sure there's no harsh lines. Just this blush, guys. Look at this. A dupe, a very famous NARS Orgasm. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. So this one looks a little bit pinkier. This one looks a little bit peach, but let's look at them on the cheek. Go ahead and take that NARS Orgasm. Ooh. Clean brush. And now taking the Rimmel palette. Look at this blush. Alright, and the last part of this palette is the highlighter. And this is a dupe for the also very popular Mary Luminizer. I start off using the Mary Luminizer. Look at that. A little bit there, little there, little there, little there. And then now let's clean the brush again. And back to the Rimmel palette. I don't know, but I feel like my face is looking the same. So let me go ahead and show you these two palettes next to each other so you can see the types of colors. You can just see those types of colors coming through, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to start and set my whole eye using this one and this one right there. Starting over here. For a nice transition shade, I'm going to use this taupey looking brown here, which is very similar to this warm taupe over here. I'm going in with the warm taupe and the Anastasia. For the crease, this one. And over here, this one and this one. And I'm just using a brush with nothing on it to blend that out. Look at the pigment though in this. This is Wet n Wild. Just blend, blend, blend till those edges are diffused. So I'm gonna take Primavera on that side and then this gold one on that side. And I'm gonna use a little flat brush. Just pack that on the lid. I'm gonna go ahead and take some setting spray and put another layer of that on top. And on this side, spray. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so you can see the color is a little bit different in the Wet n Wild. The color payoff and the pigment I feel like is the same though. It's not an exact dupe, but it is pretty darn close. Okay, zoom out. And I'm gonna use the transition again and then the reddish brown to smoke underneath the eye. I'm gonna go back and use that highlighter to highlight my inner corner. And using this one. So I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Trooper on the high end side, and then I have the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Pop that Kat Von D liner on. I don't know if I should do a wing because I'm not supposed to wear wings at work. I'm gonna do it anyway. For mascara, Too Faced Better Than Sex, and my all-time favorite drugstore mascara is the Loreal Lash Paradise. Excuse my mascara face. Almost poked my eye out. Almost poked my eye out again. Look, they're exactly the same. I almost want to poke my eye out. do the lips. I'm going to start with lip liner, and I'm going to use MAC Subculture. And to dupe that, I'm using NYX lip liner in Natural. Now I'm going to take Kat Von D Bow and Arrow. And then Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in Adorable. Or this one has a little bit more brown. But as they dry, they're like, it is close enough. Close enough. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and set my face using the Urban Decay All Nighter. I'm going to do my best to just cover this side. And then using the Milani Make It Last. This completes my makeup look. Using Drugstore Dupes. I don't know about you, but the difference is very, very minimal. So I'm just gonna say, if you need to save some money, these are some pretty good drugstore options. I hope you found some drugstore products you want to try. If you have any products that you love that are drugstore, that are as good as high-end products, then please let me know in the comments. Also, if you like this video and you'd like to see more dupe videos, please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, because I like to know what you guys think and what you guys want to see, and I will make more videos according to that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good week. Bye.